Well, while it's loading, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I volunteer, because everybody, I think, has their own reasons. Again, like Mike said, it's not just to say, look, a bunch of awesome free thinkers volunteering, but I don't come from an affluent family, and my family is the type of family that had to go to the food bank to get food. And now that I'm in a position where I don't go to the food bank to get food, I feel like giving back to my community is very rewarding. Or going to a family that we help, like rebuilding Houston, and helping them is very rewarding to me. So people say that volunteering is supposed to be altruistic, and I fail there because I get a really big reward. So it's not really altruism when I volunteer, because I'm highly rewarded in my volunteering. But I think everybody, when they volunteer, gets something out of it, and so volunteering really fails in the altruism phase. But so what I wanted to do is go over this and just kind of recap the volunteer projects that we've done since in the last 6 months. I know that not everybody's on Facebook, so you don't get to see the status posts, and you don't really not everybody gets to see what we've done. Some people are also new to the community, and it's really exciting what we've done as a community and come together and accomplished, and also the things that we have coming up and the great opportunities that we get to participate in. The October 19th and 26th of last year, we did Rebuilding Together Houston, and we went to the home of Mary LeBlanc, who's a very sweet woman who was disabled and had worked to take care of her 5 kids, and we had a really great big group out there, and people were doing whatever they could, whether they were able to sand or paint or prime, or people were up on ladders and sanding because they don't know how to use power tools. I mean, everybody was able to help in some way. We had Joan Sorens out there gardening because she couldn't do anything else and she wanted to help. And it's a great project, which we again have coming up, where regardless of your skill level, you can participate. We had kids out there who were helping as well. It's a great project. Here's a picture of Mary LeBlanc. It's really small, but this is her with her finished home, and she was beaming and so thankful for us to have gone out there and helped. On November 16th, we went out and helped with the Meals on Wheels holiday gift bags, and we sorted and wrapped over 1,500 gift bags that go out to senior citizens in Houston. And it was a great, fun day. And volunteering at the food bank is a really fun experience. They always have music blaring very loudly, and it helps the time pass. On February 22nd, we volunteered with Books Between Kids, a nonprofit organization that gets books and donates them to low-income students in Houston ISD, and lets them keep 6 books that becomes part of their at-home library. So these kids get to own books, and we had a great time sorting at this center. They had us sort out religious books, and they don't donate those to the kids. We found funny books. We found books that are very interesting. We found Ken Ham book, and did not let that even go in the religious book center. We kind of kifed it, and don't feel that anybody should have that book. So the next project we have coming up is Rebuilding Together Houston again, and that is, that's going to be March 29th and April 5th. Again, this is a great project for families, for anybody. I went back too far. And we have volunteer signups for this on the back table. You can bring tools. Everybody, if you have a ladder, should bring a ladder. Bring paint brushes and paint trays and caulking guns and a great attitude. So yesterday I got to meet the woman we're going to be helping. I went and took some pictures of her home. It's down, if you go down 288 between 610 and Beltway 8 in that area. And I have to tell you, I got off on the airport boulevard to drive towards her home and just felt like crying. I was so overwhelmed by the poverty in this area. There were boards over windows. There was graffiti everywhere, and you could just feel that not only this woman needed help, but the entire area needed help. Her screen door is ripped, the brick is missing, the cedar blocks are torn apart, but Dave Huntington, who was our kind of master carpenter on the last activity, went down with me as well, and he looked they give us her income, they give us her story on the paperwork, and he said, I've never looked at something and felt like affluence. My affluence is so bad. I mean, he just wrote on there, he's like, I need to buy her groceries when we go and work on her house. And she's a disabled woman who is doing everything she can. She babysits people's kids to fix the tires on her car, and the whole neighborhood. There are potholes in the road, so be careful when you come in and volunteer with us that you don't pop a tire. Yeah, it's going to be a great project. I'm really looking forward to helping her. Along with volunteering and working manual labor, if there are people who are interested in helping us with the photography to take photos of the project, or videography, or donating snacks to our volunteers, or anybody who might work in a place where they could donate lunch or give us a discounted lunch price, that would be really fantastic. And you can email volunteer Houston Oasis for that project. And again, we had a blast last time in October when we worked on this home. Okay, so beyond the volunteer projects that we do, there are lots of other ways to get involved with Houston Oasis. And I kind of borrowed this from Bart Phillips, who posted some of these things. And ways you can get involved with Oasis are things like coming to our board meetings, which are held monthly. They're the second Thursday of every month. And they're posted on our calendar now, and sometimes they're going to change those. So you got to keep up because we have one of our board members who's in school, and so sometimes our schedule is going to change. You can attend or host a potluck dinner. Those are going to be every 2 months, and hosting is very, very awesome if you can host, because we have them all over the city. You can bring a snack and share it with everybody on a Sunday gathering. You can present a community moment, like what John Hyatt did today. You can volunteer to do the now Sunday gathering joke and help us laugh. Or you can volunteer to do a feature talk. You can share your musical talent with us. TC has been asking if there's anybody within the community who has musical talent to share it with us on Sundays. You can shake hands and learn new names, meet people within the community and help them feel welcome. You can share our core values with people that you meet, whether it's in the bar or at work or on the street in the grocery store. If you're wearing your Houston Oasis shirt like Patty is today, and people ask, what is that? Tell them and let them know. You can volunteer to work with the teenagers like Brandon and Jesse are today, or you can work with our children like Aaron Prasen is doing today. And if you feel that there's something new that Oasis could do, whether it's maybe start a secular scout program, or, I mean, there's so many things that we could do. You could start that, and you could talk to Mike, or you could talk to a board member and say, I think this would be a great thing for Oasis to do, and then do it, because that's how a growing community grows. And then there are so many committees that you could be part of and volunteer to be part of. There's a welcoming committee, and you could stand there and help people put on name tags, or you could join the marketing committee, the volunteering committee, finance committee, or the teen committee. And the volunteer committee is new, because right now I'm the only person there, and I'm coming up with all these volunteer ideas, and I would love it if anybody's passionate about volunteering to come join me and help me. We can brainstorm for future volunteer events, locate secular volunteer opportunities, and have other people help me inspire Oasis to participate. I have a sign up for that back there as well. So that is my long spiel today about volunteering. Thank you.